When Mexico sends its people, they're not sending their best. They're sending people that have lots of problems, and they're bringing those problems with us. They're bringing drugs, they're bringing crime, they're rapists.
Donald J. Trump is calling for a total and complete shutdown of Muslims entering the United States.
We will build a wall. It will be a great wall. It will do what it's supposed to do. Keep illegal immigrants out.
Donald Trump has now been elected as the 45th US president on the Republican ticket. With promises such as building a physical wall on the southern border to keep illegal immigrants out, President Donald Trump expects Mexico to one day pay for the wall. We decided to ask members of the public their opinions on the issue.
Hillary.
Trump.
Hillary Clinton.
Hillary.
Trump. But I voted for him because I didn't want Hillary to win.
Well, they're two bad options, but out of Hillary or Trump, I'd go for Trump.
Probably Trump.
I vote
Trump.
hands down.
Hillary Clinton. Yeah.
I don't want you personally.
We must interrupt your regular broadcasting to bring to you some interesting Trump quotes. At the same time, I have many friends that are Muslims, and I will tell you they are so happy that I did this because they know they have a problem. I'm putting the people on notice that are coming here from Syria as part of this mass migration that if I win, they're going back.
I had a lot of sadness, and I'm still really sad. I feel as though America got really swept up into his fear mongering. He is a really charismatic speaker, and he was able to convince a lot of people that we should be living in fear and that he can save us, which is just lie and bad and all around bad. And so I'm just really sad that Americans have bought into that, and that I feel as though my country will now go into a spirit of fear and mistrust of anyone that doesn't look or sound like them.
Yeah, I knew what happened. I'm like, it happened. It happened. Not talking about it.
I prayed, just God, do something, like just save us, basically.
I think that's a horrible idea, and I don't think it will work, and I don't think it's going to happen. So
I don't even think he's ever going to build this wall. I think this is all a lie just to get himself in power.
My first reaction, honestly, was just to laugh and think he was a crazy person, because at that point I thought there's absolutely no way he would ever be president. And so I just laughed thinking, you're a crazy person, and why have we ever given you a microphone?
Mexicans ain't going to build that for one, yeah? Because they want to come over. If they do, they're going to build it really low so they can jump over anyway. But I don't. The wall or the fence, it doesn't make any sense.
Bad idea, because it's like, why between countries putting a wall? For me, it's stupid. It's kind of very stupid.
It's maybe too soon to ask or to see. Really, just everything that he said, I'm pretty much against. But I'm hoping, I have hope that there is something good. But everything that he says and everything he does comes from a place of fear and hate, and I just don't see how anything good can come from fear or hate.
I think it'll probably be messy, at least for the beginning of his little reign. But I do think he's gonna put some organization in and fix some of the mishaps of our government with terms and all that bullshit. So I think it'll be rough, but I think he'll smooth out the edges for sure.
If Donald Trump's immigration proposal comes true, it would become a disaster with ripple effects across the entire economy. Fast food counters would close as an estimated 11% of all food preparation and serving jobs are held by unauthorized immigrant workers. Fruits and vegetables would rot as 26% of the farming, fishing and forestry industry is comprised of unauthorised immigrant workers. Home improvement and construction projects would stall because an estimated 14% of all construction and extraction jobs are held by unauthorised immigrant workers. Prices for lettuce, spinach and strawberries would go up. Social Security would also take a hit. Undocumented workers contributed $13 billion in payroll taxes to old age, survivors and disability insurance in 2010. They use about $1 billion benefits, so that nets to a $12 billion contribution that wouldn't exist if Trump deported them. Undocumented immigrants in California make up nearly 10% of the state's workers and contribute $130 billion annually to its gross domestic product. Not to mention, by one measure, it would take about 20 years to find and deport that many people. That's 650 busloads every month for 2 decades. So if you, Trump, don't want your entire economy to collapse, perhaps think twice about deporting all undocumented immigrants.